some player movements. I thought we'd just talk about some of the whispers, some concerns, maybe some positives for some other teams like the Bulldogs. We'll start with Jarome Luai and whispers of him possibly leaving with the re-signing of some big names over at Penrith recently. Saya, you want to take that one?
Yeah, bro. And not only about Luai, but you mentioned the Bulldogs. Before in previous weeks we talked about like Ben Hunt trying to get out of his contract. And the media are really quick to jump on these players who want to move or not happy at clubs.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we don't see the media pull up clubs trying to push fucking players out.
yeah. Because
And
everyone can see the maths. Like, well, got Cleary, you got
it
Edwards
happens all the
re-signing. Like,
fucking
yeah,
time, bro. And I want to
exactly.
give a rep to the also Raymond Faitala Mariner, who the doggies made them him one of their co-captains. Like he's been the captain most of the year. Now we hear in the fucking in the media that they're trying to let him go, bro. He's contracted for another couple of years. What does that say about
Yeah, yeah.
contracts in general? If players want to get out or clubs want to push you out, it's just pretty much showing that they don't mean shit. But
Hmm.
I just want to say, like, don't jump down on a fucking player when he wants to get out, because just like that, bro, in a moment's notice, club if you're not performing or club's not happy with your form or your where you sit in their top 30 contract, they'll move you on, bro. They'll find a way to move you on or do some kind of swap, and we don't see that side of the player. Like, bro, the player might have a family, might have young kids. It could be a decision to fucking move from one country to another or one state to another, and really just at a moment's notice, just uplift your whole life and move to a different thing. We don't see that, bro, and it's sad for Raymond of Faitala Mariner because
Yeah,
um, the,
yeah.
the
He did
the
a
the
big move from
results,
here. He left the
bro.
Warriors.
He's a ball playing second row. They've used him at 13/prop all year, bro. Like that's not even his position, and now they're trying to move him on because of the way that I just think that we forget about the players in their lives and how like and it all kind of just intertwines with this thing we're talking about previously with the CBA and stuff like that. But um, players shouldn't be shot down about what they want to decide with their lives because the profession is a short lifespan, bro, and you're not even guaranteed for the next week. One injury can put you out. Um, I just want to say for Luai, he's looking at that. He's been like one of the last guys to be re-signed, bro, from the Panthers. That should
Yeah,
be give him a bit of a signal, like, man, you're not going to get big money from them, bro. They've already re-signed a few players before him. Liam Martin just recently. Um, you don't have to be smart to do the maths,
and he was on
and I
low.
think
Yeah, he was on low money when
so.
those other
So
signings
yeah,
was
so
coming up.
he's one of those players that will like for halves you're gonna get command big money, but then you got to make a decision. You got a shit team to make fucking decent money, or get paid unders and stay at Penrith for a successful team. And and
What that?
I've always said on this podcast, bro, players just chase that money, man. And he's look at his CV. He's been there, done that. He's represented the country, Samoa, taking them to a final. Um, that now is the time where, like, before he gets spat out by clubs and the whole fucking cycle, bro, make your money while he's at his
Mm.
peak, man. And I think teams like Doggies, Tigers, they're down the ladder, but I think they could find $1 million for someone like Luai, bro.
Shit, you think he's worth a million?
I think you're worth whatever you can get paid. Also, we're just talking about Zelezniak. Is he worth 800,000? Well, obviously Warriors think so.
No, they don't.
Yes.
They're paying him about 550
It
for
was
the duration
what
of his
you
contract.
explained, in
Yeah,
the message, Stace. How you explained it as the buffer that they get from the other
Fresh,
club.
yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I don't
Which
think players should be like. It's easy to critique them. Oh, he's not worth that. He's not worth that.
Mm-mm.
But you're worth what people are willing to pay, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
that negotiation. Some players have good agents. Some players are like, But I think and we're seeing the same thing with Payne Haas. Yeah, his agents have been elas, bro. Payne Haas the last couple of years have been bitching about he wants to go to a quality club. No, now the fucking
Well, he knows
Broncos are
they're not going to
flying
win it
high.
this year, so
But this year and last year we've been up there, and now he's made
not
himself
last year. Would
available. He's made himself available come
Just using his
November
clause, he
1st.
just wants to check the market, mate. Just making sure
So,
you guys are being honest.
I don't know. Everyone has their reasons, but players and clubs will just push and pull whenever they want to, bro. So it's like, make the most as you can, man.
yeah,
There's a
I
few
think
of
that
them that haven't signed on post 2024.
Mm.
Luai, there's Edwards as well that hasn't.
Edwards is signing
So
soon. He got
yeah,
offered
so
950.
Damn.
sheesh.
Damn.
So if he's worth 950,
Well,
then
Luai's not getting that. What does that say about Luai? They think,
Well,
oh, yeah, sorry, bro.
they signed Dane Laurie, remember, from the Tigers, and he's been
Tigers.
playing 5'8" recently. So I'm not sure if that means something.
Oh,
But
Panthers signed him.
yeah, Panthers signed Dane Laurie from
Wow.
the Tigers, and he's been playing 5'8" the last sort of month or so. So I don't know. I don't know if that
I
means
think the
for Luai.
writing's on the wall for Luai, bro. He might be like moving on, man. Obviously, he's at Panthers next year, but the year after that, he could be moving on. Might be joining his critter
the
at the
Bulldogs, eh?
Doggies.
Mm. Be good for him to change because I guess that's a big step, like being a club junior and kind of being successful, doing so much at the Panthers.
That's
Be
not a bad
interesting
spine when you
see
look at the
see how he
Doggies in a couple of
goes.
years. Critter at
Swat,
fullback,
changing out. Mm-mm.
But it'll test
Luai at
him, and the
Redden.
challenge,
No?
the challenge for him
Yeah,
that wherever he goes
at Oka.
outside of the Panthers is, it'll be a testament to see how good he is without Cleary,
Cleary,
or
yeah, that's
you
gonna
know,
be his shadow.
and
Yeah.
the luxury that he's had at the Panthers, and that will sort of set him a foot for whether he gets
Well, you guys
honours
were
at the
asking
Origin again.
when I said Luai could make $1 million, could command that. You guys were asking, is he worth that? Well, look at Luke Brooks, bro. He's been at the Tigers the last, I don't know, 8-10 years. Has he been worth his $1 million a year?
No,
Exactly.
nope.
So
Yeah, well,
what
so
I'm
he
saying
wasn't
that
with it.
it's possible. It's possible for Luai to command that and someone to pay for that.
Yeah, I think like there was that criticism like what you mentioned before, Rog, can Luai lead a team? And I think someone in our group chat mentioned his thing for Samoa because that was the issue heading into the World Cup. We've
Yes.
never seen Luai without Cleary,
Cleary,
and
Yeah.
And he
he
took
put in
them to the final, man.
he took them to the final. And I think Bob mentioned Bob in our group chat that that's not Luai's job to be the organizer, but just because it's not his job at Penrith doesn't mean that he can't do it.
But I
And
think
people have sort
in
of
the
put them
semi-final,
two things together.
in the semi-final and that final, he was the man though. He was doing
Right.
majority of the organising, the kicking. Milford was the quiet one, so he showed he can do it.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So what I was saying is that people, because Cleary, he's the one who's pulling the strings. People assume that means that Luai
Yeah,
can't
just because
do
he
it.
hasn't done
But
it.
Yeah,
He
just
can't.
exactly.
that's not the game plan at the Panthers for him to do that.
Yeah.
So playing to the
Yeah,
game plan doesn't mean that you can't do another job.
yeah. Luke Brooks is an interesting acquisition at Manly. 4 years. He's given him 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Also, I think that's a good one for Manly outside of DCE. I don't think Luke Brooks is the one to be the man, but
Well, he's
at
going to have
Manly,
to.
he's
He's
going to
going to
be
have to.
addition. He's going to be the Pippin to the Jordans.
Nah. Well, he's
Yeah,
got.
because it doesn't look Kaya Weeks is signing again, Or he could, but at the moment he's not.
Look, I think DCE's 34.
He's
So
Yeah,
34.
it's 34 now.
so I think that long term it's going to be Brooks and Schuster. I think that's why Schuster
Well,
stayed on. Maybe 1 year in the back row for Schuster. DCE retires. Brooks to 7, and then Schuster back to 6. So maybe that's the 4-year plan with the. Anyway, it's a different topic. But
yeah,
either way, that's another more 4 more years of Seagulls being outside the top 8.
Otherwise, it depends on Tommy.
Yeah, exactly. Does depend on Tommy. All right, boys.
well,